to leave my discs in these machines, otherwise I'll never find out where they are again. So this is one that I know won't work off the battery. If I put a gum stick in here, it doesn't work. Let's hope this fits. Yeah, just about. That's the right size for that one. So we'll just pop Luther in here. Okay, so we've got some controls on the back here. Wrong way up. Play. Nice beep. There he goes. So that is my high MD machine working. Let's get a high MD disc out here. Now these are the ones that hold 1 gigabyte. I think a normal mini disc, what was it, 140 megs or something? Yes, there's a gigabyte of music in there. Wow, it's the future, isn't it? But that one's working as well. So the high MD machine works. So that's a result. But again, only on this external battery pack. If I try and attach up one of those gum sticks, get nothing out of it. Now the trouble with that is, it doesn't look that bad in there, does it? I mean, there's a bit of green there, but it'd be nice if this thing had
awesome house. That much of it was period 1950, and from the LA Times that was sitting on top of these sets was mostly 1960s. So these were kind of put into storage in the early to mid 60s. So we got the blonde collection here, then we got that, whatever that is, and there will be an individual video on each one of these, but this is just a quick look at what I grabbed. This has got to be the biggest black and white I've ever seen. This is a Motorola. This is an RCA. That's a cute set. I know the lighting's poor, but that's a look at the inside. I know Dumont made a massive black and white like this too. This is an RCA. I grabbed a couple chassis that were there. You'll see in the pictures at the end. Mercury component substitutor, 500-hour radar tube, 5FP7A, Mercury tube tester, swimwear styles like 1965. These are all LA Times that were covering the TVs. Radio for diagnosis, transistor radio, bunch of Motor Trend magazines from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Here's the backs to most of the TVs. Here's a Fisher 500. I probably wouldn't have grabbed this except Jordan Pierce said that the Transformers bring a bit of coin, so I'm going to try and offload this to someone who needs those audio output transformers locally, and I need some coin. So car radio, and let's see, universal video generator. Step aside, VG91, you've been replaced by the Hickok 650C. I don't know what that is, but it had a nice emblem on it. There were thousands of these popular science magazines there, all bundled up from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Resistors, components, vintage soldering irons, can't beat that stuff. Here's an old RCA Victor gramophone. Here's a Sony, 1980 Sony Trinitron. How about this thing? An old Sylvania scope. Look at this. Massive. Just, that'll make good for a video. And there are 3 or 4 other smaller Packard Bell sets, radios, Philco sets that I grabbed too.
It gets pretty good pickup from the antenna. This is just the built-in antenna inside a metal building, so the tuner sensitivity is pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, that was just like my...
This is a CTC31 RCA color TV. This needed to have a new picture tube put in it. The old one was really weak, and the PVA had deteriorated on it. So I put in one that was salvaged from a Hoffman color TV. It's not a brand new tube, but it's a good used one. Like some of these other sets, I have not turned this on in several years, and going to try to turn it on and get some of these old TVs back going again. Let's turn this one on, and just check it out. And we hear the degaussing coils on it. Now the UHF tuner is kind of gummy, like these things often get. It needs to be degreased and re-lubricated.
After that, he was my own house. Wouldn't be friends with anything but me.
But it wasn't his fault. Now try.
I know. Come on, you're on duty.
There's one.
Uncle, let him start.
Looks like there is a raster, but it's just very weak. As the picture tube warms up a little bit, we're getting a little bit more of an image.
Yes, officer?
License and registration, please, Mr. Fleming.
What's going on here? What are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.